I could talk about steak all day long, but I can also talk about your show all day long. Here we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Collider interview studio at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. I couldn't have asked for a better show to be closing out my San Diego Comic-Con with. Welcome, the cast of Ghosts. I'm always so happy to see you all.
Clap, everyone.
Thank
Give
you.
us
That's right. Yeah. Please.
Look at that studio audience.
You are the
Showing
best
up.
interviewer
The best.
in the business.
By
We
far.
are
The
so
best.
lucky
We
to
love
end
you
with
so
you.
much.
My heart. Am I your last interview?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or they haven't told us.
Okay.
But it
I don't
feels
know
like
about
after
that.
this we're done because no
Yeah.
one's going to top this.
I like that vibe. I am going to interrogate you about what could happen in season 5, but I wanted to start with a question to play it safe and look back a little, and is inspired by something we spoke about last year, Utkarsh, and you inspired the question based on something you said on the panel. I love the good vibes among the ensemble and how you are all so supportive of each other. So can you each tell me something you saw a co-star do making season 4 that made you stop and go, that was incredible, and I'm so damn proud of you?
Mine's easy. Mine is watching Rose as Nancy. She was so funny and so locked in, and I couldn't keep a straight face. And that's what's been really fun about working with Rose as she gets more comfortable with all of us and with comedy and improvising, she just gets better and better every season. And she has a heavy lift. She has a lot of stuff she needs to manage as an actor. So to see her be able to play and be spontaneous as well is like, it's such a joy. And she crushed that.
She should have gotten an Emmy nomination for it,
Yeah,
to be honest.
At least the NAACP nomination. Come on.
I got that for all of us.
Yeah.
But Rose should have got an Emmy nomination for sure. It was a masterclass performance and truly was in awe. While watching her live, I mean, it was unreal.
Yeah, I'm sorry to pile on this one, but I was shadowing the director on that episode, and there wasn't a frame of that thing I didn't see. And she was magnificent. There wasn't a moment where you were like, she did it at the table read, I think, and we were all like, "Oh my God, how are you making that sound?" And then there wasn't a single moment that she lost it. It was just really incredible to
And
watch.
that's her training from iZombie too.
Sure,
know?
yeah, and to be there and have Betsy there on those days was so. I have videos of Betsy watching Rose, like a reflection of Betsy in the monitor watching Rose, and it's just so gleeful.
Yeah.
I don't know how she did it.
Let's not forget that she had just had a baby and she's a new mom. And for all the moms out there, we know how hard it is to be away from your kid. Yeah. And for her to show up as a professional, and being able to do what she does with all the lifting she does and have a kid, that she obviously biologically desires to be with all the time, but to still show up and do this job, and then go back to being a mom and then just balancing all of that. It's inspirational, I think we all saw that and we were like, let's rally around this,
God, that was the most
Always,
sincere
singing
answer I've
Look
ever
at you
heard
with a real
give.
soundbite.
That was the first
I was like, where is the
sincere
time?
I'm not done.
I appreciate that. I feel like I
Wow.
should give you an opportunity to shout out a cut of steak next
Yes,
if you want.
exactly. Now
Oh my
he's
God.
speechless.
Here we go. There we go.
Cowboy cut.
There we go. Tradition.
Any steak that's not 2 inches thick isn't steak. It's beef jerky. Get out of my life.
It's kind of a fair statement.
Good job, Rose.
I want to follow up on something you said while answering, because you've said it, and also Sheila mentioned, having done it last season, that you are shadowing directors. And given the fact that Rose just directed an episode, it does make me wonder, do you want to direct an episode of Ghost yourself?
Oh, I would love to. I've been, it's been a dream since season 1. I think I will now have shadowed 3 times, and I'm doing one on DMV right now, which is also shooting next to us, a new CBS show. And I would love to. I've had some amazing experiences outside of the show directing. I wrote and directed this film starring an NFL team.
Award-winning
Yes,
film.
that won some awards. And so I would love to do more of it. And as a director, our show is just like, it's so fun, especially knowing these guys and how they want to work. We're a unique show because the costumes and the performances and the set especially do so much work. And so trying to honor all of that. And then I have to shout out our set designer, Zoe Sacalaropoulos, and our whole crew in Montreal are brilliant. They get 4 days notice to create a beach, and then they do it. and it's just the artistry is incredible.
A+ team across the board. I love it.
Team.
Yeah, our DP Michelle is really
Yes.
special too. The look that he creates every episode.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it would be amazing to be able to direct an episode because the crew and the cast are all supporting you. Sometimes you come into a show, you're a new director, and everyone's like, what is this guy going to do? But here, it would be a unique opportunity to actually be supported and celebrated, without any guff.
You know, shout out to the unsung heroes. I've been shadowing some of the grips, and
Yeah, dude.
shit don't get done unless someone's going to do the heavy
Period.
lifting.
There is
So,
truth there.
you know, figuring that out. Yeah, you know, this director stuff, whatever.
My
Grips.
dream in one of the seasons is to write something.
Yeah.
That's. I mean,
Yeah.
Brandon and I have been talking about that, and I would love the opportunity to co-write with any one of our incredible writers. That would be a dream.
I always say this is a manifestation space.
Come on.
I want to
you
speak
write
all
a-
this into existence.
Write a line for Thorfinn right now?
manifest it.
I also want to speak into existence you all telling me all the season 5 secrets right now. I was in a mad dash to prepare. You just did your panel. I have so much new stuff to work with. One of the first things that I heard from that panel is that this season we're getting an Elias and Patience showdown.
Oh yes.
For
We just heard
that.
you just
Yeah.
okay,
Sounds
so it's
incredible.
nice and fresh and exciting. For each of you, who are you placing your bets on?
Patience.
Elias.
Elias.
I need a
Patience.
why.
I don't think Patience, because remember, Patience has others. You know what I mean? It's not just her. She has a community of. I think I'm putting it on. I will always bet on Patience.
Elias.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he's a freaking emissary to the devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay.
He wears a cool suit.
Listen. And she's
She's got a few people under a dirt
we don't
hill.
know who those people are.
Elias
This could be
has
the
an
Avengers.
entire
We don't know who
underworld.
those people are.
He's got all the worst people that ever
We
existed.
We haven't met them yet.
The answer is your guess is as good as ours,
Okay,
basically.
you never
What do you
know.
think?
You predicting Elias feels like you almost
They're gonna be
going
wrong.
against your own character's chance of
Exactly.
surviving.
Oh, wait, was Jay's soul still in the balance here? This was in a different
This is
world.
post- This is
Oh,
post
okay.
Jay.
No,
Jay's already gone at this point.
Yeah, Jay's gone. Jay's gone, dude.
Oh, we are going
I'm
to come
going on
back
the
to
DMV, baby. You
We're
heard of this
coming
new
back to
show on
that
CBS?
storyline. I got questions about that, but first up on my little roadmap here is you, Asher, and
Okay.
in particular the relationship between Trevor and Hedi. I guess the first thing I have to ask you personally: how do you think that they are stronger together as power friends or a power couple?
I think this whole thing is a spectrum because where there is tension, there's tension, and I just think in the long run, these two are meant to be competing and conniving and fighting and duking it out, and it's like this Sam and Diane on aggressive hierarchical steroids. So I don't see. They can call it whatever they want to call it. But everyone else can see that it's a combustible dynamic that I think is going to go to a lot of fun places. I do think there's a slow burn happening.
Combustible dynamic, but I'll look at it from the opposite angle for a quick second.
Sure.
Assuming they maybe grow closer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think they each still stand to gain from one another and maybe embracing that relationship further?
Oh, they're definitely better together. They feed their worst impulses, but they also he represents a kind of freedom that she never got to have. And I think for him, she brings out a competitive and I don't know, aggressive, playful
She brings
side
out the
in
best
him.
in you, buddy.
She brings out the best in me. I don't
She
know if
does.
it's the best,
I
but
agree.
I think she brings him home in many ways.
Which brings
I think
out the
that's
best for us
You
as
guys are
viewers,
going to
too.
have a,
I like
you're gonna have
that
a
part.
threesome with a laundry machine.
I think it's just so fun to work with Rebecca and for us to get these scripts and we shoot fast and to be able to find these little these colors and little Easter eggs in there is just such a pleasure, such a joy.
You know, the best scene partners. I got one more question that came from the panel. I hear that Bela forms a connection with a ghost that isn't Trevor.
I know, I'm
How do you
jealous.
think he's going to feel? Do you think he's going to feel jealous?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
That
Who
seems
do you think
pretty
it's going to be?
obvious.
I know. I'm trying to think. I think it's Sass.
Sass. It's got to be Sass.
I wish I was
All
in
day
the
Sass.
room and I could have heard the tone of how this news was delivered, so I
don't
know
think
what
it's
kind
Sass.
of connection
I
we're
don't think
talking
it's
about.
Sass.
Sass
think it
is
is.
booed up. Sass has got Joan.
Yeah.
Who
Who
could
else would it be?
Not Thorfinn.
It could be Thorfinn.
Could it be Pete?
It could be Pete.
But it's got to be someone that she can connect. She can contact on some.
I think Pete is too
That's
much
why
of
it's
a-
sass, because you'll hop in the dreams.
That's why I think
Come
it's
on,
sass.
guys.
Okay. Well,
I think it's a
yeah.
dream thing.
Dang.
Who knows? That
My
was news
sister
to us
just
too.
needs
That
to
was news
chill.
to us.
I like the
She's doing
possibilities
too
there.
much.
I think
Yeah.
I'm Team Sasson in this
kinda
respect
Unless
here.
it's not a main ghost, and we
new
got to
ghost.
think outside the box.
All right, I want to go back to the Jay situation here. Utkarsh, I'll come to you next. But first, for the three of you, I'm curious, do you think your characters are eager to step up and help Jay against Elias? And if so, how will they contribute to saving him?
Alberta wants to go to hell. I know that for sure. Like, I want to see what this universe looks like. I've been saying this all day.
Wait, Alberta wants to go to hell, or
absolutely.
Danielle?
I would.
All right.
Alberta.
Okay.
Alberta would go to hell to
Okay.
save Jay's soul, and also she may go down there and do a couple of songs too. Chumbawamba singing. She would be downstairs killing it on stage. I just believe that. And then she'd be like, "All right, devil, let's just kind of help our friend out," and she would get it done.
I'm never going to unhear this, and even if it isn't written into the show, I
Yeah.
expect you to do it like on your TikTok or something
would
now.
Love it. Jay's like her little nephew. You know what I mean? Like Sam is her niece, you know, and so it's like, hell yeah, she would go to hell and help him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we would all try to say Jay's great. We love Jay. Also, without Jay, who's going to be Michael Jackson? So Trevor needs Jay. So
Everyone
he'll do
has
whatever
very
he can.
selfish reasons to keep Jay around.
Whatever the reasons are going to be selfish.
How about for you, Devin? How's Thor stepping up?
I think Thor's got a chip on his shoulder. That's why he saved Sass from the trap, and so he's feeling pretty good about that. And after the whole thing where he hid behind Alberta, I think he's trying to redeem himself, and I think he's definitely looking to be more heroic, to really step up and try to look the part, be the part. Well, he looks the part, but be the part. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
I'm waiting for that moment.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Utkarsh, for you, I love how when we were last talking about this, you described it as Ghost meets Final Destination, which is just music to my ears.
Oh, yeah.
Given his life is constantly on the line, how do you think that's going to change how Jay operates and carries himself in the new season?
I think he's going to be pretty tentative about walking through the world that he's in, and he's going to lean on Sam and the ghosts for a lot of support. And I think what I love about this show is when Jay, Sam, and the ghosts are all sort of galvanized against one common foe. So for us to go on this mission together and hopefully defeat Elias would be great. Apparently Patience may be there. I don't know. But I think he's going to need everyone else to sort of step up for him.
You know how when you walk through like in the middle of the night when you got to go take a piss and you know there's a bunch of Legos on the ground or
Okay,
something,
all
but
right.
you don't want to turn the lights on because you don't want to
Yeah.
wake up. So you kind of shuffle your feet and you're real you got one eye open.
Yeah.
I think that's what Jay's going to be doing. He's going to be going through a lot of dark Lego
Shuffling
covered
through
rooms.
Legos.
Quote
in the
me
dark.
on that,
Yeah.
but
The
sure.
amount
Yeah.
of people that will very specifically relate to what you just said is blowing my mind
Because
right now.
Yeah.
I get it.
there's going to be that Lego. It's going to get you.
Utkarsh, I can't take credit for this question. I believe someone over there can. We were
Who?
just
Who
talking.
take your credit?
Sam, I think you came up with this one.
Thank you, Sam.
There was mention of Jay's ghost notes and how you think he keeps the. I'm surprised I hadn't thought of this. Now I'm obsessed with the idea. Does he keep his notes in a notes app on his phone? Does he have a physical notebook? If so, what does it look like?
I think it's a notes app on his phone. Jay's very tech savvy, and also it may have started as a notebook, but now 4 years in of having to basically sit in a quiet room while his wife talks to the wall, I think he's sort of given into his phone as his best friend, for better or worse. Obviously, Sam's his best friend, but phone is a strong number two. And I think it's probably a notes app on the phone, which he then maybe iClouds to his
Google
laptop.
Docs for sure. I think Google Docs.
Google Docs.
Google Docs. Yeah.
Oh, you think it's a
I
spreadsheet?
think that could be. It could be. It
Could be a spreadsheet.
It's a lot of history.
I just want to know what's up with that vault.
Yeah.
Why ghosts can't get through it.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's a good one.
I will say, though, I feel like it's a great storyline to have him accidentally share these notes on the cloud. And but also initially when I saw that question, I pictured his notebook almost like a cookbook.
Well, you saw how intricately he built Alberta's murder wall.
Yeah.
if that's any indication of what this guy's capable of, you give him some yarn and some photographs, he's going to go in.
I'm into it. I want a copy of this book if it ever comes out.
Penguin. Hey, Penguin.
Come on, Yarn. Joanne's, we love you.
Danielle, I have to go back to what we were talking about last night a little. When we brought up the Alberta and Pete situation, we specifically talked about it as, the two of them being a pair. Sometimes when I watch shows and films where a character is like so heavily into a new relationship, I find that they're wholly defined by it. So I kind of want to look at the other side now. How do you think she needs to grow as an individual in season 5, maybe even to be a better partner to him?
Alberta is selfish, and I think that's one of my favorite things about playing her, because I, as a person, I would give my last to anyone. And so the other thing I will say is I'm really grateful to Joe Port and Joe Wiseman and all of our writers for seeing me as a plus-size Black woman as a romantic lead. And that's something I've never played in my career. I got these occupationally driven roles like nurse that has 2 lines, or like librarian that was like, hey, you want them books? And so to have this character has been a dream come true. And I cannot wait to delve into all of the shenanigans with Alberta and Pete. And I just know that she's going to be both an excellent and terrible girlfriend. I just believe that Alberta is going to be a hot mess and they're going to drive each other crazy. I believe that I can't wait to see what the sleeping arrangement is going to be. Like, I'm so excited to delve into this with Richie Moriarty. I think he's excellent. And so one of the things that Joe...
who's Big Spoon and Little Spoon? What are you guys
for sure, Alberta's Big
You guys
Spoon.
doing spoons?
That's
Alberta is Big Spoon without question.
Gotta be a Big Spoon in that.
And with all that crushed velvet, are you kidding? It's gonna get hot. Like, I mean, I can't wait. And one of the things that Joe Port and Joe Wiseman, they said to me before the season started, they said you really get to learn about a person when they get into a relationship. And so one of the fun things I thought last season, Alberta said, y'all think my name really is Alberta? And I was like, what? And so I'm like, who is this woman? So I can't wait to just kind of uncover the mystery of her.
I love seeing the layers peel back every step of the way. Devin, for you, I love this thought too, and I was told you brought this up on the panel that Thor's the only one who really knows the full history of Woodstone and the property. So, will season 5 maybe finally see Thorfinn kind of seize the potential that knowledge gives him?
That's not going to happen.
One would
hope. Yeah,
we don't know though.
There's so much. Thor's been around for thousands. There was 500 years before Thor met Sass. You know, there's all this. We just we don't go there.
We should go there.
We should
we
go
have
there.
44
Was
episodes.
Thor talking to a rock for 300 years? Like we know there was a squirrel.
You ate him.
We've heard about all this stuff, but it's like, what happened? And I'm just, hey man, whatever it'll be. But I doubt it.
If you had the power of the pen, so to speak, is there any particular part of his past on the property that you would most want to explore and apply to their current situation?
The 500 years before he met Sass.
Yeah.
How many other ghosts were there?
Yes.
What was going on? But there was like a whole,
Yes.
I mean, we know he wasn't alone. There was just 500 years of history that, it's like the Dark Ages. Like, let's have a look at that. Just,
I want it all.
We have 44
maybe some of those
episodes to
ghosts
explore.
are still around. I don't know. There's a lot to be. We'll see.
Explored.
It feels like an untapped superpower of this show, where we tell the stories that we tell in the house in modern day, and we tell the stories of the flashbacks to these characters' lives. But like the flashbacks of what has happened on this plot of land and what the relationship has been between these ghosts and the ones that can't. Like there could have been a period where like the ghosts were in two factions and they hated each other.
Yes.
And then somehow peace reigned over the house. There's so many things that you could do that are like Star Wars prequel kind of things that'd be so fun. It's just an amazing concept.
I would literally watch everything. Like I want their past. I want spin-off series. I don't know. I mean, that kind of tees up one of my last questions here, and I guess I have to pose it to you as a theory question, but we know the Joes just had another series greenlit, Eternally Yours, and just in case anybody out there doesn't know, it follows two vampires who have been together for 500 years. They have a show with ghosts. They're making a show with vampires. Do you think that they are in the same reality? Do vampires and ghosts exist together in this world?
I hope so.
I hope
that would be great.
Gosh.
Yeah, that'd be so exciting. If these guys could make their own little universe, that would be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I think in a lot of our, like, we hear a lot that fans love this. There's a kind of like, this show is like a warm hug kind of feeling. But I think also the world building, I think, really excites fans. And it always, even the panel just now, like the questions that came up, I think there's a really rich world. And so adding to it with that, my God.
Gosh, a vampire would be incredible to
It would
hear.
be super fun. I mean, with 22 minutes and an emphasis on comedy, right? We want pace and we want humor. It takes time to build out the world, right? Because there's not a lot of backstory you can fit in if you're trying to make your audience laugh and stuff like that. But the good news is we have 2 seasons now to really dive into some of this stuff.
Well deserved, too. I was about to ask you all, how do you think your characters would react if they saw a vampire? And then my mind started to go down the path, like, who would be able to interact with vampires? Like, would a vampire be able to interact with both the living and the dead?
I would think so. Technically, they're... Well,
Which
they are
could
undead,
add-
so maybe...
Yeah.
It could add a really
I
nice
think-
wrinkle, I'm just saying.
I think a vampire would probably end up becoming like Alberta's boo or something. Like, I think she'd probably try to date him, for sure.
could see that.
She would take a piece of garlic and be like, all right, let's get to it. I believe that for sure.
I don't think there's a ghost in the house who wouldn't love a vampire.
Yeah, a vampire
I think
would
it's
be
the coolest thing in the world,
fabulous.
including Jay.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
a
I
vampire,
would be
a vampire
first
would be
in line.
Fabulous. Absolutely.
I'm into it. I'm into all the ideas.
Oh, yeah.
I
right
love...
now. I'm sorry, I'm lost. I'm trying to do the math on how many actual minutes we've had together. 72 episodes times
Oh my God.
Okay, come on,
22
man.
minutes.
Come on, Zach Galifianakis.
What is it?
do
Is
the
that like
math. Come on,
14?
I think
baby.
it's like 68.
Work it out.
I think it's like 19.
1400.
Work it out. Yeah, work it out.
Don't ask me.
Carry the one times 5.
Yeah.
Talk about
I can't do
movies and
math.
TV shows. I don't do math.
Hit it.
How much is it?
1,500.
Woo!
Yeah.
1,584
minutes
minutes of showtime. All right.
Wow.
Of joy, of pure
joy.
We're
joy.
very lucky. We're very lucky, and we're very
We
lucky to our fans
are.
that we come back for season 5 and 6. It's a dream.
Truly, what you said is what I say to everybody all the time. This show feels like a warm hug. It puts a smile on my face faster than any other show on TV right now. I'm going to say huge thank you for your time today and for the show in general. Rooting for you, sending all good vibes for season 5.
Right back. You're the
Thank you
best.
so
You
much.
are
You're
always
the
love
best. We love
seeing
you
you.
so much.
Thank
Should we all
you.
talk about our favorite steak real quick?
Snake?
You just had
Steak.
Steak.
Filet
Steak?
mignon.
Oh, I was
Filet
going to say
mignon.
Cobra.
Filet mignon with bone marrow butter.
the petite. You like the petite though?
Oh,
You said you got the petite filet mignon.
I mean, it was like the smaller steak on the
6
menu,
ounces or
but
the 8 ounce?
8 or 10.
Okay. Oh, okay.
No, I-
Yeah.
When I'm eating a steak, I want to eat a steak.
Medium rare.
I'm getting better with it. You're going to judge me so
can't
hard.
do
I
medium
am
rare either.
medium well, but I'm getting closer to medium.
No.
So
What's
I'm not
wrong with
ruining the
medium
meat.
well? You get the juices. It's tasty, nice
Yeah,
consistency.
medium rare, I can't do it.
Why
My
do you
wife's
want to eat
medium
raw
well.
meat?
Yeah. Yeah. What Ash?
The I don't know if you guys there's something called the butcher's surprise. Do you know this?
It sounds like something I don't know.
Terrifying.
Here we go.
You go in the
What is it?
kitchen
What
and
is there's the part of a ribeye that's an outside section that's really really juicy,
Uh-huh.
and there are delis or there are butchers that will just slice that part off along and give you. It's the most tender part of.
Interesting.
What is it, 2 ounces?
No, it's because you're going the long way because the
Oh.
ribeye goes this way, so you're going this way. And my dad would get it on like special occasions and bring home this giant slab of steak, the
I feel like
juiciest
I'm
steak
going to walk
ever.
into a shop and
Yeah.
ask for
For the
that, and they're
butcher's
going to look
surprise.
at me like I have 2 heads or
They
something.
might, or they'll be like, "Oh no, she found out," and then they'll have to call the butcher up front. He's gonna be like, "All right, you know now, so come on back. We'll show you."
I think I'm getting a hard rap sign at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
Let's- we
Again,
don't
I
need to
could
talk
talk
about
ghosts
steak
and
anymore.
steak all day long. One more congrats to you all.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to see you
Thank
get
you.
more
Thank you.
combos.
October
Got you.
16th, season 5.